Hey, Magic fans, back again. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. We got more Secret Lair news. This time, maybe we can keep track of all of it so we don't get sold out before anything gets, sold? The hell am I saying? Anyway, before we get started on this new Secret Lair alert, let's not forget, comment, like, subscribe. We're climbing the ranks. We broke 850. Once we get to 1,000, it's going to be giveaway time, and I cannot wait. It's going to be fun, and probably a shit show since I've never done it before. But hey, somebody's going to get some free shit, so why not be you? With that said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Links in the description where you can buy cards to help support the channel from the box openings and all that good jazz. Without further ado, let's look at some cards. So, when is this Secret Lair coming out? So, as you know, we talked about the Miku drop a couple days ago. Apparently, this new drop is coming out with Miku. It is called Sans Mercy. It's a weird play on the Sans font from Windows. I mean, I guess anything is anything anymore. Whatever. But yeah, so it's going to come out when Miku comes out at the same time, which I believe was May 13th. Yep, May 13th, 9 a.m. The cost for non-foils are $30. Cost for foils are $40. Basic price, that's almost become a standard. I say almost because it is Wizards and shit will just change one day. Yeah. So, that's what it is, but what does it look like? Well, it looks a little something like this. It's very interesting, not gonna lie. We have a Doomblade, a Massacre, Torment of Hellfire, Ruination, Mogis, God of Slaughter. So only 5 cards. So first off, we got this weird sans font, causing the font to be all 5 ways to Friday funny. Doomblade, black and 1, destroy target non-black creature. Basic, good removal. Massacre, 2 black and 2. If an opponent controls a plains and you control a swamp, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. All creatures get -2/-2 in a turn. Torment of Hellfire, very popular card, back from Devastation, from Amonkhet Devastation, or what it was. Everybody likes to call it Devastate in my wallet because it's pretty much what it did. But 2 black and X. You repeat the process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. I hope X is 3. Ha ha ha. Anybody know what that means? Tell me down below. Anyway, Ruination. God, this font's gonna kill me. Red and 3 sorcery, destroy all non-basic lands. Not a bad reprint. Ouchie waha, please don't cry. Well, I'm not so sure about the font, but I gotta admit the flavor text is a bit amusing. What's this up here? Talk about putting the owl in. I tried to find individual pictures, but I couldn't, and it's not on the Wizards website because they're giant douche nozzles. So this is what we're stuck with. Sorry. Mogis, God of Slaughter. This one is the 1 red, black, and 2 version for a 7/5 indestructible god. As long as your devotion to black and red is less than 7, it isn't a creature, but at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, it deals 2 damage to that player unless they sacrifice a creature. LOL. Good stuff. The font, not a fan. Really could have done without the font. Maybe that's just me. If you like the font, more power to you. However, I do want to call out how sweet this art is. Like, this is a sweet-looking Mogis. This is a cool-looking Ruination. This Torment of Hellfire, I don't know what's going on, but it looks epic. The art's amazing. Doomblade, very cool. Massacre, that's some wild crap right there. I'm down for this. This is the whole Conan the Barbarian horror story, chop up your buddies, kind of D&D mood I'm kind of in. So with all that said, I believe this is easily worth the money. The cards themselves aren't as expensive as what they're asking, but the special art, in my opinion, is really worth it. But for me, just having the weird letters kind of throws it off for me. It makes me not want it. The art makes me want it. Flavor text makes me want it. I really want to know what the flavor text is on this one, because that's just kind of funny, in my opinion. So it's nice they did something a little goofy with the letters, goofy with the flavor text, but still serious with the art. I can appreciate that, and I hope you guys can too. Maybe it's not your jam, maybe it is. For me, I really don't care one way or the other. I will probably definitely be getting the Miku drop because I got buddies who like Miku and they're having a midlife crisis over this shit because they don't want to play Magic again. Oh boy. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah, so there you have it. Now, with that being said, this is coming out with Miku, like we said, 9 a.m. on May 13th. I also think we've got 2 secret layer drops so far. I think there's going to be more before the 13th. I think there's going to be at least one more, probably 2, because they don't do these secret layer drops in this small a quantity normally. Like I said, I would at least suspect one more, maybe 2. So keep your eyes out, stay tuned to the channel, and I'll let you know if I hear anything. Now, with that said, let's also talk about something kind of funny. Everybody's talking about it, so I'm just going to give a quick my quick 2 pennies for it. We have a Black Lotus breaking the record, sells for $3 million, and fans don't believe it. So, a mint condition 10 Lotus could sell for $3 million. Will it? Did it? Who really knows? It says it's a private deal, which is already the shady words out, saying the shady words out loud. However, if I was to buy something like this and I had this kind of money, I sure to hell wouldn't tell people I had it because people are thieves. And if you don't live in a state that's a fuck around, find out state with good gun laws, I definitely wouldn't tell people. So, yeah, I can see why. So, could it be sketchy? Yes. Could they be being smart? Most definitely. But it could also be a ploy to try to drive up Magic card prices, put a spotlight on older cards, which seem to be stagnant at the moment, and not selling real well. I mean, they're selling okay, but the prices on the older cards is not rising or in demand like the newer cards. Really weird time we're living in. Will it change? At some point, I think so. It could be possible it doesn't change too much. Not because people don't want them, but the newer cards are close to a power level where a lot of the older cards, only a select few can compete, i.e. Moxes, dual lands, and what have you. So there may only be a select few cards that go up moving forward. And it's going to be hard to tell if we get back into an era where the old cards become gold again. We're just going to have to wait and see. So, in my opinion, I think it's possible that this has happened. If it was a 10, like the picture says, probably not. $3 million does seem a bit much, especially with the cards being stagnant. I mean... But then again, like I always tell you guys, anything is worth what someone's willing to pay for it. And because one person pays $3 million for this Lotus, that doesn't mean anybody else will. You can say, well, one person paid $3 million, so that's what it's worth. Well, if no one else wants to buy it for $3 million, it's not worth $3 million anymore. That's called supply and demand. I'm not going to get into that with you guys. This isn't the video for that crap. But is it possible? Yes. Is it likely that I think this really happened? I would say no. But we may find out moving on. You know, we've had this filmed on May 2nd. More stuff may come to light to find out this is true. But until we get some real quality details on it, I'm going to say no. Now, if someone did buy it for $3 million and they have it, I'm not going to lie. I'd probably want it to be worth $3 million too. And again, if I bought something like this for $3 million, Money's clearly not an object, and I don't give two shits if people even know I bought it for that much, if it was really me, that I had it, or would I be in the range of wanting to show it off because I have money and don't need friends. So we may never know. But at the end of the day, if I had money to burn, maybe I'd pay it. So, till next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. Hopefully not playing a PSA 10 Lotus. Jesus Christ.